Good morning, students. Welcome to your English class. So today we are going to start a new topic, that is a poem. The name of the poem is The Childhood, and it is written by Marcus Nathan. That means the poet of this poem is Marcus Nathan. I hope you all have read the poem twice before understanding the summary of this poem. I have tried to explain you the summary of this poem through a web chart, as you can see on the screen. In this poem, the poet wonders where and when did he lose the innocence of his childhood. He is perhaps sad because step by step he has lost that innocence and its place has been filled by a foolish craze for individuality, or you can say the so-called rationalism and the hypocrisy. Childhood is a very special period in everyone's life. Once gone, never comes back. He thinks of a few stages in his lifetime when there was a change in his thoughts and perceptions of the world around him. The poet thinks of a place where his childhood has gone. Here he has no doubt that he can find it hidden in the innocence of an infant. तो पोइट को बिल्कुल डाउट नहीं है, वो जो अपना चाइल्डहुड है वो किसी भी बच्चे में अपना ढूंढ सकता है. The first point of your summary is that is the feeling of rationalism. Here the poet is surprised at which point of life he ceased to be a child. कि वो किस पॉइंट पे आके उसका जो है बचपना है जो ख़त्म हो गया था और उसका चाइल्डहुड चला गया था. He asks himself if it was when he entered the 12th year of his life, or perhaps it was when he became sensible enough to realize that hell and heaven are not to be found in geography, so they must be fragments of imagination only. Next point is learning of hypocrisy. Slowly, as a poet grew in age, he found that the world of adult was different. The adults are not what they seem to be. They pretend a lot. They are hypocrites, means who preach love and all good things but behave in a different manner. Slowly, he too began to learn this art and lost his childhood. Next is individuality. Then there comes a time when the poet learned the art of thinking independently. He learned that his mind is his own and he should apply it to think in his own original way. In short, he learned that a man need not always be guided in his thinking by others. Maybe it was that day when he learned to be an individual that he lost his childhood. And the last point is, where has the childhood gone? In the last stanzas of the poem, the poet does not think of the time he lost his childhood. He wants to know the place where he has lost it and where it can be found again. He cannot remember the place. उसे नहीं पता कि उसने कहाँ अपना बचपन खोया. However, when he looks at a child's face, जब भी वो किसी बच्चे के फेस को देखता है, he becomes sure that the place is hidden in that innocence. Thus, the poet concludes that the loss of innocence was a loss of childhood. So, this is all about your poem. I hope you all have understood it. Now, let us talk about the poetic devices used in this poem. The first one is, as you can see on the screen, the first one is refrain. Refrain of any poem is, or you can say the refrain of any poem are the lines that repeat at regular intervals through the poem. आपने देखा होगा, जैसा कि आपने 2 times poem को रीड किया, आपने देखा होगा कि कुछ लाइंस बार बार रिपीट हो रही हैं जो कि मैंने इसमें आपको बताई हैं. Where did my childhood go? Was that day? These lines are repeated. So you can say the refrain often carries the central message of the poem. जो refrain है उसमें central message होता है क्योंकि वो lines बार बार repeat हो रही हैं. Got it? So the next point is, next poetic device is repetition. Repetition means, यहीं से आपको clear हो गया होगा कि repetition means जो words बार बार repeat हो रहे हैं. There are some words, these are repeated in the poem many times. As the example is given to you, they talked of love and preached of love. Here the word love is repeated 2 times. So this is all about the poem and the poetic devices. I hope you all have enjoyed the poem. So tomorrow we will continue with the same topic, and I will send you the question answers and word meanings of this poem in the form of PDF. If you have any doubt, you can share it with me. Thank you. Have a nice day.